of the show. My next guest is truly one of the most original music talents working today. His latest album right here is called Swordfishtrombones, and he describes it as being made up of journal entries from an exotic odyssey. Please welcome, it's a real delight to have this man with us tonight, Mr. Tom Waits.
Well, Frank settled down out in the valley, and he hung his wild years on a nail that he drove through his wife's forehead. He sold used office furniture out there on San Fernando Road, and he assumed a $30,000 loan at 15.25%, and he put a down payment on a little two-bedroom place. Well, his wife was a spent piece of used jet trash. She made good Bloody Marys. She kept her mouth shut most of the time. And they had a little chihuahua named Carlos that had some kind of a skin disease and was totally blind. And Frank drove a little sedan. They had a thoroughly modern kitchen. They were so happy. One night, Frank was on his way home from work. He stopped at the liquor store. He picked up a couple of Mickey's Big Mouths, and he drank them in the car on the way to the Shell station. He got a gallon of gas in a can, and he drove home. He doused everything in the house. Torched it. He parked across the street laughing, watching it burn, all Halloween orange and chimney red. Then Frank put on a top 40 station, got on the Hollywood freeway, headed north. Never could stand that dog.
Tom, nice to see you. Terrific job. Thank you very much. We're going to do a commercial. We're going to pause here for a second. We'll be back. Tom's going to sing another song. Very nice, sir. Enjoy that. Tom Waits is here. Later we'll take a look at our giant late-night Christmas card, and Dr. Charles Levy, the dangerous animal expert, is going to be here. Congratulations on the album, Tom. I was reading, you have, what is that you're brushing off your...
I don't know, I ran into a Christmas tree in the hall.
They're everywhere this time of year, aren't they?
Room.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to say congratulations on the album. It's getting terrific reviews, isn't it?
Yeah, some people are recognizing it, and it's really kind of an odyssey journey. The songs interrelate. There's 15 of them. I think you get more for your entertainment dollar.
Well, that's good.
If you play some of the songs backwards, it says dirty things.
Oh, that's great. So you really are, for the price of one album, getting all kinds of entertainment there.
Yeah, I'm looking for some new consumers and attempting to cook my dinner on your stove, possibly.
Well, sure. Well, that's what our stove is here for, Tom. Speaking of stoves, are you still living in the motel on Santa Monica Boulevard in California?
You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Didn't you spend some time there at the Tropicana?
I did spend some time at a well, I don't know, motel. I'd call it a palatial estate. Right on Santa Monica Boulevard there, on the other side of La Cienega.
This is where Duke's Coffee Shop is?
Yeah, that's right beneath the hotel.
You had your piano in the kitchen.
You've been reading my mail.
Yeah. But you're not there anymore, huh?
No, no longer. Travel has become an important part of my life.
Yeah. You lived in a house trailer for a while?
Just for a brief period.
Now, what was that like as an experience for a man of the world like yourself?
It's close, but you can always pick up and move the next day.
Yeah, that's true. You also, for a while, years ago, lived in a car?
Well, not for an extended period of time. You know how those accommodations can be.
Yeah. What kind of car was it?
It was a 62 wagon, black interior.
Yeah. Did you do much entertaining in those days?
You mean in nightclubs, that type of thing?
No, I mean friends drop over, you know? No.
I know where you're trying to take this.
No, I just think it's interesting, but also, and correct me if this is not the truth, you were born in a piece of modern transportation, weren't you?
According to my Uncle Robert, yeah. But I don't know. People say a lot of things.
Was it a cab you were supposedly born in?
It was a red and white. The, meter running.
Well, the meter was running. And where was this?
In Indiana.
No, really?
Yeah.
What part of Indiana?
It's a place called Valparaiso.
Oh, sure, I know where that is. Yeah. No, I do. I'm from Indiana myself, so I know that.
Well, and then I spent a lot of time in California, North Dakota, Minnesota, Florida, Guam.
All right, now, for a man who started life in the backseat of a red and white cab, last year you were nominated for an Academy Award. This is a long trip. You went to the award ceremony, didn't you? It was for the music for One from the Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what was that like for you, being there?
Well, I went back and forth as well. I mean, I'm going to go, I'm not going to go. I couldn't make up my mind. In terms of fashion, I don't know. I would have to classify it as a cotillion. It's a lot of 1959 prom formals and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And so...
did you have a tuxedo?
As a matter of fact, I did, yeah. An old clothes horse like myself was in the right place.
Yeah. What made you decide to show up for the presentation?
Well, you really are nominated by people who are in your field, and a lot of composers and songwriters and musicians recognize the score from the Coppola film.
Yeah.
And so it really is flattering.
Yeah, but there was a time when people would think, well, it's not really chic or hip. You're nominated, sure, but I'll be busy that night. But you decided to show up and...
Well, we were living like 3-4 blocks from the place.
So I just drop in. What the heck?
Really, it was very simple.
Now, you mentioned earlier, Tom, about the concept of the album, Swordfishtrombones. Go into that a little bit. This is a combination of sounds you just hear around you all the time, that music ought to be more what you're accustomed to hearing on the streets and in your house and so on and so forth. Is that close? Am I getting warm there?
Well, let's see. Frank really is the central protagonist who really kind of came to me in a dream, and he spoke to me of many things. So it's really, I was trying to find musical instruments that were more nightmarish or dream-like.
There's some unusual things on here as far as instruments go, aren't they? Brake drums?
Yeah, that's the ones that you can find just about in any automobile wrecking yard.
Yeah. And you use for percussion, those things?
Yeah, you hit them with something that you hit them with anything. You hit them with a rock.
Tom, we got to do another commercial, and then you're going to sing another song for us. You mind?
Sure.
Oh, terrific! It'd be our delight. We got to pause, folks. We'll be right back. Do you get a lot of strange mail, Tom?
I don't get as much mail as I used to. But every now and then I get a letter that catches my attention.
Do you have an example from a recent batch that you could share with us?
I got a letter from a little kid that was from somewhere in the Midwest, who had been suspended from school for bringing one of my records into a share.
Got a show and tell deal?
Yeah, it was that type of thing. And so it interrupted his curriculum temporarily.
What was the particular record and the song he was playing for the kids?
I think it was something, some reference to underwear in the song. And so the teacher thought it was inappropriate. He's 7 years old, so I wrote a letter and did what I could.
Just tried to get him off the hook.
A lot of these things are out of my hands.
Yeah, that's true. But it's nice that you made the effort. I mean, without that, he might have gone on to a life of crime.
Someone's got to stand
You never
up
know.
for him.
Sure. The name of the song you're going to do here, On the Nickel? Is that the song?
Yeah.
All right, terrific. We're very happy to have you here tonight. If you want to go on over there, Tom. And introduce your bass player when you get over there.
Thank you.
Okay, Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen, now approaching the late night piano. The song is On the Nickel.
I'd like to introduce George DeVivier on bass. This is a song called On the Nickel. Bit of a holiday feeling to it. And it's from a film by Ralph Waite. And it's downtown Los Angeles on 5th Street, and all the hobos affectionately refer to it as the Nickel. And so this is dedicated to all the little boys who've run away from home. Sticks and stones will break my bones. I always will be true. When your mama's dead and gone, I sing this lullaby just for you. What becomes of all the little boys? Never comb their hair. Lined up all around the block on the nickel over there. If you chew tobacco, wish upon a star, find out where the scarecrow sit, just like punchlines between the chords. I know a place where a royal flush can never beat a pair. Even Thomas Jefferson is on the nickel over there. So you better bring a bucket. There's a hole in the pail. If you don't get my letter, well, you know that I'm in jail. What becomes of all the little boys? Never say their prayers, sleeping like a baby on the nickel over there. So ring around the rosy, you're sleeping in the rain, and you're always late for supper, and you let me down again. I thought I heard a mockingbird. Roosevelt knows where. Can skip the light with a gritty tuck on the nickel over there. So let's climb up through that buttonhole. We'll fall right up the stairs. I'll show you where the short dogs grow on the nickel over there.
Very nice. Nice job. Terrific, Tom. Just wonderful. Thank you very much. Have a good day here. Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.